Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of May, and I trust you got a decent cup of coffee to start the day off. If you have your Bibles, turn to John chapter 16, verse 33. Johannes 16, vers 33. Jesus is speaking to his disciples about a time coming when they would all be scattered and he would be left alone. And he says to them, don't worry. Even though you may think I'm alone, my Father is always with me, so don't be worried about me. He says, therefore, I have spoken to you so that in me you may have peace. In me, in Jesus, you may have peace. In the world, you have tribulations, but take courage. I have overcome the world. And I want to share with you the thought the start of this week, yesterday being a holiday. I want to share with you the thought that Jesus Christ is our peace, not our circumstances in this world. You see, a lot of the time we want to control. We want to determine what happens with us. We want to be in control of this world and everything in this world. And we look at the neighbor and we hear that their son has gone off the rails and we say, yeah, they didn't pray. Our children are still in line because we pray. And in a sense, we want to create for ourselves a false sense of security, a false sense of, well, I'm in control. As long as I keep doing these little rules that I've put into life, I go to church and I pay my tithe and I do this and I do that, then life is going to be fair and life is going to be good and my children are going to be a blessing to me and my work is just going to go well and everything's going to go well on my farm. Let me just remind you of what happened in the Garden of Eden in Genesis chapter 3. Part of the curse in verse 17, then to Adam, God said, because you've listened to the voice of your wife and have eaten from the tree about which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you will eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall grow for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your face you will eat bread till you return to the ground, because from it you were taken. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return. This life is trouble because of the fall. This world that we live on is under the curse because of the curse of sin. And you and I may think that we can control, that we can plant and we can control everything, the season and all that happens around it. And yet nature throws a curveball at us all the time. And you and I need to realize that our peace doesn't come in us being in control, but us allowing Jesus to be with us no matter what happens. Jesus Christ came and he was going to be scattered from the 12 and he was going to have to face the persecution, the trial, the mockery, the humiliation, the beatings, everything that he went through on that night of betrayal, arrest, and then the next day, the crucifixion. He was on his own. There was no one there with him. Yes, Simon of Cyrene carried the cross a short way. Maar hy was op sy eie gewees. Aan die einde was hy alleen. Petrus wat gesê het, ek sal jou nooit verloon, het hom 3 keer verloon en hy het weggehardloop. Die res van die disippels het verdwyn in die nag. En Jesus was alleen. Jesus het gesê, moenie bekommerd wees oor my. My Vader is met my. Daar's iemand, my geloof in God, die een wat groter is, wat beter is, wat in wie se wil ek laat geskied in my lewe. Hy is met my. And John 16 verse 33 says to us, I share this with you that you may have peace. You want to control life. You want to control your children. You want to control your finances. You want to control your work. You want to control your future. You want to control the seasons. You want to control everything in your life. My friends, the guarantee is that life will change and life will ask you questions that you may not be prepared to answer. but Jesus is with us in every adverse situation, circumstance. So I don't know your future, and I don't know what you're going through at the moment, but I do know that Jesus wants to be with you, and he wants to be your peace. And we'll talk a little bit more about peace and a little bit more about finding yourself in the call of God for your life in the rest of this week. But for today, let's just think about what you're trying to control and what you should actually let go of so that you can hold tighter onto Jesus in your life. May you have a wonderful Tuesday. May the Lord bless you.
Willingly we fall.